Hey guys, how's it going? It's Josh here, and I want to talk a bit about anxiety and my experiences with it, and how you have it, and some of the symptoms you can get with it, hopefully to help you guys get through it. I'm currently not through it, but I'm getting better, and I'm going to give you some techniques. So, what is anxiety? Anxiety can be a range of things depending on what your fears are, what you get anxious about, and several other things. But anxiety basically means that you struggle or you fear to do certain things, such as get on public transport, or you're scared of height, you get anxiety about the situation, and it can really affect your life. So I'm going to help you here by telling you a few things about it and what you can expect to experience. So some of the symptoms of anxiety can be heart palpitations, makes your heart go really fast. This tends to be when you're in a panicky situation, and it can really affect you. Most people with this think they're going to have an heart attack or something like that, but anxiety at the end of the day cannot hurt you. It can only make you suffer if you let it take control. Another thing you can get is tingling in the fingers. This can be caused by a variety of things. It can be caused by intense breathing, because you're making the oxygen in your blood increase, and it's too much oxygen for your muscles and it makes them tingle. And that's definitely one that can scare a lot of people. Also, there's weakness. There's weakness in the arms and the legs. And for me, this was the scariest one, and it still is, because it still affects me. I still struggle day-to-day life with weak arms and weak legs, them feeling like jelly and me feeling like I can't do things. And I do struggle with it, but it does get better. Some other things you can experience are headaches and migraines. I get them constantly, especially when I'm more anxious. If I'm thinking about things, I can get headaches and migraines very often. And these headaches and migraines can also affect your vision. It can cause it to become particularly and misty and cloudy, and also blurred. And these are all things of anxiety, but when you're in the situation, it feels a lot more intense, and it feels like you don't know what's happening. Another thing you can feel is cramps in the stomach, butterflies, sickness. Once again, especially when you're in that situation. And there's lots more that you can feel with it, and the amount of things you can feel is unbelievable. So, also what I want to talk about is sort of finding out you have it. Some people can live with it and feel fine, but other people don't know if they have it, when to go seek help, and that's another big thing. I struggled to get help, but once I did, I started feeling better, and I still am getting help, and I still continue to feel better. If you find that anxiety is affecting your day-to-day life, it's stopping you from doing things, you feel differently about the world, you feel unhappy about things, that's definitely the time to go seek help. I'm currently under a service called CAMS in England, and they are very helpful. If you want to go check them out, I'll leave the number in the description. That's when you should go seek help. And I also wanted to talk about my experiences with it. So, over the last few years, I haven't been great. I started feeling weak and feeling like I couldn't use my arms and my legs properly, and feeling lopsided about a year ago, maybe 2. And ever since then I've had high anxiety about every situation I get into, because anxiety makes these feelings worse. And I stopped going on public transport, going out in public as a whole, being able to go out on my own. College, I got kicked from college, and that was down to me just feeling so ill that I couldn't go. Yeah, so that's my experience with it. It's very controlling, and I still struggle now. Even going out to people's houses, meeting up with friends, I still can't do that. I still struggle. I still feel different about things, but I notice when I'm less anxious and I'm doing more, I feel better. Another thing about my experiences is I seem not to like dark places much, because if I'm sat in a dark place thinking, it makes my anxiety worse and it affects my vision and how I feel. And I think the important thing to do is stay active. You must stay active. Another thing I wanted to do is express some methods of controlling it. So at the minute I go out for walks with the dog, or I do a bit of gardening or something like that to help bring my anxiety levels down. I find gaming can help for some people, but gaming for me doesn't work. It makes my anxiety a bit worse, especially if I start feeling dizzy or nauseous. I tend to blame it on looking at a screen too much. So that could work for you, but it doesn't work for me. Don't drink a lot of tea and coffee and energy drinks. You need to keep your caffeine consumption down. The more caffeine you consume, the more anxious you can become. Also, don't avoid everything for too long. If you avoid it for too long, your anxiety can keep getting worse and worse. The more you stay out of a situation, the more you can struggle getting back into that situation, which is my current situation at the minute, like getting back to college and getting back with friends, because I haven't done it for maybe 2 years. I am struggling to get back in, and that you can't do. That's a bad path to go. Another thing you can do to help is get exercise. That I'm struggling to do as well, because I am overweight. But exercise helps reduce the anxiety levels. Reading helps. Getting enough sleep helps as well, I've found. If you undersleep, it brings your stress, anxiety levels up, and it can also make you depressed, which I'll talk about in another video. But yeah, that's what I want to say on the situation, my experiences with it and controlling it. And honestly, this video isn't just for me to look back at, it's for you as well. And if you did enjoy it, or it helped you, because that's what I hope for at the end of the day, please leave a like and subscribe, and I really hope this helped you. Thank you.